Good afternoon and welcome to the Principal News Conference of Gem4me Group with participation of our developers and marketing team that took place on Monday, this November 25th of 2019. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of the Board of Directors and all of the speakers today. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and welcome to the new format of our weekly news conferences. We have a conference packed with amazing news, as well as our marketing and developer teams are also here to discuss certain aspects of our project today. Firstly, let's begin with traditional aspects of our weekly conferences. To begin, I would like to depict the growth in our user base of the application, as we are currently at 10,389,000 users, while our dynamic of receiving new users is gaining speed, and we are now over 10 million of users in 163 countries of the world. Let's keep up the pace of promoting our mutual project and achieve this mark as soon as we can. This is our one mutual achievement, and let's keep on marching towards greater amounts, as our next ambitious goal is to achieve the 50 million of users mark. In other news, let's take a brief look at the new structure of our weekly conferences, as today we are having a meeting with developers and our marketing team. And please note the following conferences in December. On December 2nd, we will have a standard news conference with the latest news and changes to the project. On December 9th, we will have an important presentation of the business for beginners and those interested in joining our project, as we will be discussing what our project is, how it operates, and its benefits. Following this conference, on December 16th, we will have a briefing conference during which the Board of Directors will answer all the questions from the partners, and finally, on December 23rd, we will have another meeting with developers, marketers, and our legal team to cover what changes were implemented, the progress and new functionalities of the application, and answer any questions you may have. We've already received quite a lot of questions for our developers and marketers to answer during today's conference as well. And without any further ado, let's begin our meeting with developers, as our head of development, Denis Galka, who was present at the conference in Moscow, will now be addressing you. Denis Galka, head of Gem4me development team, speaking. Good afternoon, everyone. I am excited to participate in today's conference, and I am speaking directly from our headquarters in Minsk. Let's begin with the latest notions regarding our technical development. Firstly, I will discuss what is currently our team is working on. We'll talk about the release of the new application with its new design and functions. Moreover, I will also go over our current versions, as we are currently striving to maintain and are introducing releases that will also be included in the new version of the application. The release of the new application with its updated design will be launched prior to the new year, and we will issue an open link through which you will be able to download the new application with its wide range of updates. The application will not be 100% completed, but the main and core functionalities will operate, as well as we will also keep the old version of the application running of the time being, given that the new version will be still working on and updated, as once it is fully completed, it will replace the previous versions. For security reasons, when you switch between the old and new versions of our application, it will log you out in order to protect your information. We hope that you will enjoy the upcoming release, and we will launch it in the 20th of December. Our team is very excited to introduce it to you. Furthermore, regarding support of current application, we have just submitted the new version with updates to functionalities to Google Play. First one being verification through Passport, which was available since the previous release, as we are currently working on certain improvements to it. So why do we need the Passport verification? All those users who wish to sell or purchase products on MarketSpace will need to confirm their identity and will need to complete a verification procedure in order to do so. Once all the information is filled in and the required documents are uploaded, they will be reviewed and the user will become verified. while our system will now allow for the user to bypass all future verification from other systems, as he or she will be in our system verified. Additionally, as you can see on the screenshot, a user receives a green verified logo next to the passport section depicting that the procedure is completed successfully, as well as a mini logo with a green check mark under a person's profile depicts that a person is verified and is not a bot. This is the first step for our application to be aimed in the right direction for future development, and customers will have a peace of mind when making financial transactions, making purchases, and so on. This notion will help us in developing market space in the future drastically, and many world-class applications are using similar functionality already. Next, the Market Space News Banner. Market Space is actively developing, and we are striving for our users to always know what is new in the application, which is why we added the news section where it describes what new functionalities are added, how to use them, and what they are meant for. Simply by clicking on this banner, you will get to the section where you will be able to learn what is new to the application promptly. We will also send push notifications and at times in order for users to always know the latest developments. All of these notions are already available for use for users on the Android versions, while we will also add the iOS version and web version support shortly. Moreover, we made it easy and convenient to contact our support service in case you have any questions or inquiries. We are working in this direction a lot as we are planning to gather all the inquiries and questions from all the various resources that we work on in our support service. And as you can see on the screenshot, the second line that allows you to contact our support. If you want to submit any feedback or suggestions for our team of developers, simply click it and we'll launch a screen with an email to send to our support specialists. This is yet another step to make our application more efficient and better. And now, I would like to answer the questions that were submitted to us. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone who submitted their questions and inquiries, as our team of developers is working hard on developing our application and we may miss certain notions at times, which is where you come to help. We truly value your feedback and I am now going to answer all the questions. So, calls and video calls. We've combined both these notions into one block and we are striving to make voice calls much better, and we are currently completely redoing certain technological aspects of this functionality as we are almost done with it. Once we are done, this function will have much broader capabilities such as streaming video, sharing screens, and much more. Next, when will we add gaming platforms to our application? We are considering this aspect for our application as this is a highly interesting and profitable area, while we are planning to realize gaming platforms, and we hope that next year we will see this function. Next, scrolling in the chat issue is being fixed by our technicians and the new application will have this issue fixed. Please excuse the inconvenience, but it will be fixed soon. Another question that we received is the Gem4me logo being depicted in the book of context so one could see who has the application installed and who doesn't, so that new people can be invited to install our application. We will most definitely add this function to our application as it is very convenient to have and it eliminates several steps. Next question is regarding regulating communication in market space so that different languages are translated to the language that a person speaks. Basically, an automated translator. Since our application is international, this functionality is needed, although it is extremely difficult to realize as we are looking for ways to introduce it. While their alternative is to either use international languages, like English for instance, for in the future, once we find a solution for this issue, we will allow for all of our users to communicate with no limits. The next question is regarding the differences between Gem4me and Viber or WhatsApp. Currently, we are developing numerous new functionalities and we will release this version soon. While our differences are that our market space platform that allows to save time, it allows to create stores and sell products and services all over the world, while WhatsApp and Viber don't offer such functionalities. Also, WhatsApp does not have an analogy of our public channels and we continue implementing new functionalities that will set us apart even more, such as the recently introduced passport feature. The next question is regarding reactions to messages such as likes and dislike in group chats, and we are planning to introduce such a feature with broader options other than just like or dislike, but also other options for one's reaction. Transferring data to other applications to and from Gem4me is already functioning, where our public channels can be shared to other applications, and we also allow to share any type of files and forms from our to and from our Gem4me applications. Another question was regarding the limit of symbols, and we currently do not have a limit in symbols and we are not limiting this aspect. The last question was regarding the increase of font size within the application, and the size of fonts is a bit small currently, but the fonts will be bolder and brighter in the new application, which will make it much easier to read information. Additionally, we are also working on dynamic fonts that will allow to change fonts based on preferences of users. These are all the notions that I wanted to cover with you today. Thank you for your time and your questions, and I hope I was able to answer them well. Thank you, and be sure to send us any questions that you may have and I will cover them next time. On this note, I am passing the word to our head of marketing department, Ekaterina Averyanova, who is in charge of our strategic planning as well as numerous other options. Ekaterina Averyanova speaking. Good afternoon. I will be discussing our strategic plans for the future as we are striving to always march in pace with time, and I will also talk about what we are implementing before and shortly after the new year. I am also participating in designing the application, looking for new partners to work with, and many other notions. We received a few less questions from you than the team of developers did, as our work is less noticeable, but I would also like to discuss what we are able to achieve over the course of the last few months. We started focusing our attention on our own communication with audience. We are opening a lot of new public channels both within the Gem4me application and in other resources. We generated localized public channels for Indonesia, Czech Republic, Germany, Japan, United States, and Canada. We are planning to expand this list as we are striving to expand our presence in countries where our application is being used, and the process will continue to develop. We are also working on creating information channels in various industries within Gem4me and different subjects, for instance, politics, economics, various hobbies, and much more. Furthermore, in the next few days, we are introducing the Yandex Zen channel in our application, which will have a professional journalist host it and publish various interesting articles, and we are excited to see this channel grow, so be sure to subscribe. Moreover, we are planning to soon increase our presence in the Asian regions, where even our competitors don't have public channels yet, and we will be the first ones to take on this niche there. Additionally, you can also see the statistics of how our public channels are growing and more subscribers are joining them, the channels that our users created themselves on various topics. Moreover, we are always striving to improve the overall look of our application, as we have now also added new stickers. We try to make them as colorful and different as possible, and we will also introduce 2 new sticker packs before the new year. We are always listening to your feedback and will be adding new stickers to help you express your emotions even better, not just with words, but also with colorful stickers. Additionally, I also wanted to briefly discuss how the team of developers and us are mutually working on introducing new functionalities to the application. And the first question that we received was regarding further development of our application and introducing other notions to it, such as games and much more. We are weighing this option in currently, and we are currently looking for partners to provide us with functions that we don't just have yet, such as masks, sticker generator, boomerang, games, and so on. Moreover, we are also working on improving our calling functionality, and we are striving to provide this improved functionality in the next version in addition to video streaming, group video, and audio calls. We are also fully working on the total redesign of MarketSpace, and it will most likely be released after the new year. It will be much more convenient in use and much more intuitive. Additionally, we are busy with the introduction of the passport functionality, which allows to verify users in the application, and introduction of the marketing functionality for generating profits within the application as well. We had a few questions regarding our promotional techniques, and our campaigns are continuously happening as they allow to attract many new users. We are solely advertising the Messenger functionality as of now, while we are polishing up market space and other aspects of the application. But once it is done, we will implement it to our campaigns fully. Major PR promotion will launch on the most appealing markets for us strictly after the application's updated release with a complete redesign is published, as the new audience must see the functionality fully redone and operating effortlessly. Marketing depends on the technical portion, as it is sensible to invest major funds in advertising only when we are confident in the top-notch quality of our final product. Additionally, it is crucial to provide a user with a broad range of functionalities that will keep him or her in the application apart from exchanging messages. In other news, the first article about our messenger was published in paper from Prague newspaper that is popular with Russian-speaking people residing in Czech Republic. We are very pleased with these results and are looking forward to sharing such great news with you later as well. And lastly, we prepared a video guide with materials necessary to create promotional videos, as well as written instructions and recommendations on creating promotional materials that must be followed. On this note, I would like to thank you for your time. These are all the notions that I wanted to go over and share with you today, although I am excited to discuss even more exciting news with you next time we meet. I am now passing the word to Alexander Kuchinovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. Alexander Kuchinovsky speaking. I would like to continue our conference with a few reminders of our current promotions, as it is crucial to take advantage of them while they are here and maximize one's profits. These promotions are valid until December 2nd of this year. Firstly, the cashback promotion is still valid when a partner can receive 10% cashback from his or her purchases when paying for a package using encrypted currency and 7% when purchasing through the Transcoin system. Moreover, the main promotion, Increase Your CCA, and a package of shares can be divided into 3 parts in order to grasp the most amount of partners, ranging from those purchasing the smallest packages to the largest ones available. The first part being double the CCA promotion. It is very simple and starts working when invest packages are being purchased, where one invest package gives an additional CCA of 2 to both the partner and the sponsor. However, when purchasing Go, Biz, and Premium packages, the purchase of one package is doubled to a purchase of 2 packages of the same kind. In short, each purchase of a package of shares of MarketSpace custodian services or sponsoring the purchase yields double the coefficient of corporate activity to a partner or sponsor during the validity period of this promotion. Moreover, the next exciting promotion is the Super Package promotion, in which a buyer and his or her sponsor receive the maximized coefficient of corporate activity CCA 10 when making a purchase of 3 invest packages on one account over the course of 3 business days during the validity period of this promotion, and it is valid until December 2nd of 2019. This is a highly powerful and rare promotion that our company has never had before, so be sure to take advantage of it, and it will not last for too much longer. Additionally, yet another powerful promotion that we recently introduced, the Maximized Advantages promotion, and its conditions are as follows. Partners who achieved or will achieve CCA 10 during the validity period of the promotion can receive an additional bonus of shares. A partner receives 500 shares if he or she achieves CCA 10 on his account for the second time, and so on. But please note, achieving CCA 10 for the second, third, fourth, and so on times implies completing the conditions required to receive CCA 10. CCA 10 is the maximum coefficient of corporate activity, and its actual value when completing this promotion does not increase. For instance, by purchasing or sponsoring 1 super package or 5 invest packages, you achieve CCA 10 instantaneously, and consequently, you also receive the additional bonus of 500 shares through this promotion. This slide will further explain how this promotion works. The blue square are those partners that already have a CCA 10. As with every following purchase or sponsoring of 5 invest packages, it will yield 500 shares to both the buyer and the sponsor, and so on. And lastly, the reason for us launching this promotion is due to the fact that our market space project is starting to gain speed in this development and promotion, and as of today, these promotions are privileges and advantages for those who think fast and make decisions early. Be sure to take advantage of these essential promotions while they are valid and receive the largest earnings. Since November 5th, there were a total of 50 super packages purchased, which is a very good depiction of how attractive our application is, and it is still valid for a little bit of time. In conclusion, don't forget about our CCA 10 Your Powerful Surrounding and a gift portfolio of shares promotion. And the goal of this promotion is to create your powerful surrounding from partners with CCA 10. And the conditions of this promotion are depicted on the slide and on our website as well. While this promotion is valid through whenever the board of directors decides to end it. It started on October 13th, and those partners who already have 5 personal partners with CCA 10 will receive the gift portfolio of shares as well. But the board of directors can end this promotion at any time based on the remaining amount of shares. In other news, I wanted to answer some questions that we received recently. First one being, in what area or sector are we planning for the next project to operate in? It is great that there are some partners who are already thinking about other projects, and currently we have so much work to do regarding our application with market space, financial services, public channels, and so much more that in the following few months we will be working only on these notions. But we will definitely work on a new project later, as we have the major advantage of our project that no other project has, our powerful army of fans. Second question, how do you think the anticipated world financial crisis of 2020 or 2021 will reflect on our project? Our project has a major notion to it, as whenever there is a crisis, those companies that are not profitable die down, and we are currently enriching our application with various financial and monetary notions, such as public channels with financial flows, market space with commissions from sales and purchases, financial services, and so much more that will allow to generate funds within the application. And this will help our application survive through such an occurrence, if there ever will be one. Third question. There was information regarding the sale of bonds from the Nasdaq exchange platform. Is this correct? And if so, what amounts were purchases for? Unless the information is not available. Yes, this information is in fact available, and the first tranche of our bonds was sold in September of this year, worth $200,000. We are currently negotiating with many investors and preparing materials for our future bond tranches, as selling bonds is always meant for institutional investors with legal teams and much more sophisticated requirements. We are expecting a new sale of our bonds in December of this year as well. And another question that we receive quite often. It is very interesting to find out when the sale of the messenger will occur. What time frame are we investing in? We understand that it is not for a month or two, but the approximate numbers and estimates that we can tell to our potential investors are crucial. Is it a year, 2 years, 5 years, or 10? Please, what time frames are appalled for the sale of the messenger? Please tell us the approximate estimates to plan accordingly. And to answer this, we are creating a world-class application. As you can see, world-class applications do take a certain amount of time to develop. We have just recently celebrated our 3 years, and we are not behind when comparing to other messengers and their development in the past. Today, we are creating an application that will have no less functionality than other leading messengers currently, and also be very different from them due to our market space and other functionalities. Today, we are doing more than those messengers did back then. We understand that our goal is to sell our application, and we are transferring from Gem4me Messenger to the global commercial and financial Gem4me market space platform. We are transferring to a more expensive market sector worth billions. We have several applications that we can compare our value to, and we are setting a distinct goal for ourselves for 2020. We are striving to make our application reach $1 billion in 2020 in value. We know exactly what needs to be done, and this amount will attract even more investors to our project and potential buyers as well. This is the goal that we are marching towards next year. On this exciting note, I would like to thank you for your time. We wish you well-being and success. Be sure to take advantages of the promotions that are currently available, and until we meet next time.